From the Atlas Center at the University of Colorado, this is Newsteam Boulder.
Welcome to Newsteam Boulder. I'm Brittany Moore.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm Anna Zook. Let's take a look at what's happening today.
A federal survey out this summer reported that Colorado has one of the highest drug use rates in the nation, a number that far surpasses the national average. Drugs being abused in Colorado include marijuana, cocaine, alcohol, and prescription drugs. Prescription drug abuse took the lives of more than 445 people here in Colorado in 2009, the latest year for which we have statistics. That's more than twice the number that died that year from drunk driving-related car crashes. Yet as News Team's Kristen Rothweiler reports, it's an issue that remains in the shadows.
John Hunter Houck's friends describe him as someone who is full of life. But after a night of mixing prescription drugs with alcohol, the 20-year-old student's life was cut short.
For a new constitution.
The recession may be over, but household incomes are still suffering. That's the message from a new federal study that shows median household incomes fell about 7% over the last year. That drops the average annual income to $49,000. The study shows that lower-earning families were hit hardest, contributing to rising income inequality. President Obama has called the situation a crisis and says it makes his jobs bill even more important.
Economic strategies of both parties in the 2012 White House campaign.
Speaking of jobs, graduation doesn't seem too far away for those who are getting their diploma in December. Annie Porritt tells us more about how anxiety-ridden students feel about finding a job, or now more commonly, creating their own jobs.
Schoolwork. It's a struggle that leaves many students feeling perpetually tense and worried, especially when the workload is heavy, as it is for Suzanne. Guidance can only benefit those who are worried. Annie Porritt, Newsteam Boulder.
Now it's not too late for those who are graduating to make an appointment online at careerservices.colorado.edu. Occupy Wall Street protests are now in their 23rd day and are rapidly spreading across the country. Protesters have gathered in more than a dozen cities. As CNN's reporter Barbara Hall explains, demonstrations are not only about corporate greed, but also about unemployment issues and the war in Afghanistan.
Wall Street.
Occupy Wall Street. A young man says that Mountain View police roughed him up during a routine traffic stop in West Denver. Tobias Romero was a passenger in a car that was pulled over because the window tint was too dark. That traffic stop ended in several arrests and allegations of excessive force. Romero says that the police officer forced everyone in the car to get out and then threatened to tase him. Boulder residents may have to change some of their non-green shopping habits. Lauren Mullenpaw has been out this morning at some local grocery stores and has this report.
Students at Fairview High School and Summit Middle School here in Boulder lobbied for a plan to be sent to Boulder City Council that would ban.
So it looks like it's a nice day today, but different for those down south.
Yeah, you know, Andrew, we hear that there's a big hurricane going down off the coast of Mexico. Can you give us some updates on that?
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we head over to the weather set, but obviously the East Coast got pounded by Hurricane Irene. Well, now it's Mexico's turn. We'll have full details after the break. The rest of the weather here, well, it looks as if Boulder's going to have a pretty good week, so I don't know if you guys are ready for the good weather here, but I hope it lasts a little bit longer. But let's send it back to the desk, guys.
Well, we're sure looking forward to that good weather. That's it for weather. Thanks, Andrew.
And Evan, so a lot of Denver sports fans are buzzing about some exciting news. Can you let us in on something?
Yeah, there's definite quarterback controversy brewing in Denver as we speak. I'll definitely have more on that when we come back.
Animals are on the loose. What would you do if you found a moose in your pool?
It was safely rescued and neither the moose nor the fireman was injured. That's pretty funny. Well, thanks again for watching News Team. I'm Anna Zook.
And I'm Brittany Moore. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
The CU logo has arrived on campus, and with it, some controversy. As Newsteam's Brittany Moore reports, the old Ralphie logo is now off limits to almost everyone.
Just as Steve Jobs defined Apple, Walt was Disney, and Chiquita met banana, Ralphie says CU. After CU's big branding announcement in January, university departments are finally starting to see the new logo.
All of the admissions, all of the orientation publications, a lot of the colleges and schools have already started using it. So we have a brand website at brand.colorado.edu that all the departments can go and download the images.
With a $780,000 price tag, CU's President Benson has high hopes for the underlying meaning of the new branding initiatives. Benson issued a statement saying, "It is critical that we use that equity to promote CU in ways that cut through the clutter of images and messages pervasive in the communications today. Doing so demands that we present consistent, coordinated messages and visual images to our key stakeholder."
Although CU's branding logo had the ideal of unifying the school into one entity, there is one catch to that rule that hits to the very heart of what CU stands for: the buffalo.
The new logo guideline says athletic marks are exclusive to the departments of intercollegiate athletics. These marks should not be used by units, departments, schools, colleges, or affiliates. CU students and staff have mixed opinions.
I'm not sure it really pertains to the athletic department wanting something different. That simply has been our mark and our brand that we've had for many, many years. And tradition is very, very important to intercollegiate athletics.
If anything, using the CU logo can confuse Boulder with the other two schools.
Athletics are often what people see of the university. And so it's important to have a unified brand, whether you're talking about academics or athletics. To us, it's all the same. Managing two different brands is going to be twice as complicated.
With the Ralphie brand limited to athletics, not all Buffaloes are feeling like a forever Buff. Brittany Moore, Newsteam Boulder.
Again, you can find out more information about the CU logo at brand.colorado.edu. Denver Broncos.
It may be quiet now, but come tomorrow morning, over 100 employers will be here at CU for one of CU's biggest professional days, the annual Fall Career Fair.
Our career fair is overly full. Thanks to the folks at the UMC, we're stretched out everywhere. We're going to shove some folks over in the art gallery and 235. We're kind of putting them everywhere, which is a great problem to have.
With a 23% increase in full-time job postings for CU Boulder grads, students are even more professionally motivated than usual.
It is. It makes me feel a bit comfortable and gives me hope, just in case.
You know, the extracurriculars, I think, really help. If you can be in the honor societies, if you can be participate in research, be a research assistant, try to stand out.
Career Services has several suggestions for students to prepare for the upcoming fair.
I think the best thing that they can do is go online, look at the career guide, look at the majors list, look at the companies who are attending, and go to those company websites, look and see what they're hiring for, get educated on the companies that they're interested in as far as what the companies do, what they're looking for, so that when they come in and meet the employers, they can make educated questions.
Now the career fair will be held in the UMC Ballroom at room 235 tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So get dressed, grab your resumes, and get ready for an exciting day of professional networking and recruitment here at CU. For Newsteam Boulder, I'm Brittany Moore. Back to you in the studio.